Hi, this is Terry Foster-Nowlin with MAPS Coaching, and I'm here with the Executive Assistant to our team leader in the Keller Williams Greater Des Moines Market Center, DeLayne Hebert. And the reason why we're doing this today is because I'm here in Des Moines, and I was lucky enough to walk in and have a discussion with DeLayne about how this market center is utilizing the steps to Kellerization. So we are going to talk for just a few minutes. I'm going to have her answer some questions about how they're best utilizing the program at a high level to gain attendance, to get people there, and just really how we're utilizing it overall. So DeLayne, you guys use it in recorded version, right?
Yes.
And the Steps to Kellerization is 8 modules, and we do it live on Tuesdays at noon via webinar. And after that, we send the recordings to MAPS Coaching, and they make them live or make them available for those of you that have subscribed to use in your market center or individually at any time. Now, DeLayne, we use these for anyone that has joined Keller Williams, not just as a new associate, but any production level, right?
Yes, yes.
And any new staff member,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So what is it that you're seeing as the value of doing the replay on your own time and on your own training calendar in your training room?
Yeah, so I started Keller Williams just a few months ago in June, and so it's a learning experience for me as well, taking the steps to Kellerization. The class and the recording just really goes over the value and the principles that Keller Williams gives to these agents. It goes over profit share, your ALC members, budgeting, 411s, just the simple tools that Keller Williams offers to our agents in a class. It's an hour long. I usually set it up by saying who you are, the value of who's talking. You know, Terry has been a CEO or an OP, a team leader, investor. Say her importance so they can see the value of who's speaking to them. They are previously recorded, and I do tell them that. And then afterwards, I say that we're going to share some ahas, so be sure to take notes and try and keep them to pay attention. So no laptops, no phones to that extent. So.
Okay, and DeLayne said something really awesome today because they use it in recorded version. She's able to pause the video and then do a training moment in between sections. So there's power in those recorded videos. You can do them live or you can do them recorded. So I wanted to bring that up as well.
Yeah.
And the key is how DeLayne is functioning inside that room as a training leader. So tell them a little bit, DeLayne, about what you're doing to open up the class, maybe pause the sessions, and how you're getting them involved.
Yeah, so a great example of that was today, the session. Terry was talking about budgeting as well as organizational models and the 7th level team structure. So I was able to pause after the budgeting section and we shared the ahas during the budgeting. And then we moved on to the next session, shared some ahas. It depends the content of what you're talking about, but if it's split up in 3 ways like that, I'm able to pause her and share some insight before we lose the content. So that's a positive of the recordings.
Yeah, I love that too because, you know, we give time for input on almost every session, and that would be a great time for the training leader or organizer of that session to stop and say, what ahas do you have or what questions do you have? And that's what it's intended for. Now, if you're live, I think what we're hearing here is the value of what you say after the class is over. So how do you wrap the class up?
Yeah, so sharing ahas, definitely. But during the video, I be sure to hand them the handouts that are provided, as well as afterwards, really engaging them. If it's a smaller class, I ask them individually, like, what did you learn? Share 2 ahas. For when we were going over your personal economic model, it was a lot of information with the calculator.
Yeah.
So I did have to split that up and share some ahas about how you're gonna think big with your GCI goal, and then the information and the feedback that I get from their ahas is just unbelievable because they're building off each other. You know, I'll have a new agent and an old or a producing agent, veteran, in the same room, and they're able to feed off each other. You know, the veterans, maybe they needed a refresher, and the new agent picked up something that they didn't realize they knew. So it's definitely the material afterwards that is the most beneficial.
And for you to utilize the steps to Kellerization at a high level, when you're onboarding associates, no matter their production level, the first step is to get them into the steps of Kellerization whenever that next step is scheduled in your training calendar. So the key is your training calendar. You must have it on there, and you must promote to it. So I just wanted to take a few minutes with DeLayne and record this for you. And if you have any questions, please email me at Terrie, TERRIE@KW.com or fasttrack@maps.com, and we'll be happy to help you with that. Is there anything else?
Yeah, one more thing. So we did have a bunch of new agents we hired this past 60 days. So one of the things that I did to get them into the class, we did share a photo of each of them and said welcome. And then I tagged each individual of them and told them, you know, Steps to Kellerization is coming up on Thursday. Be sure to make it in the class. And I had over half of them come.
Oh my gosh, that's
so
great.
Just exposing them to the Facebook. We have our own Market Center Facebook page, and I exposed them in that way, and I got them to come.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great ideas, everyone. So I hope the video was helpful. Thank you, DeLayne.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.